tonight, a family is trying desperately to find Donna Lee Donaldson.
Donna Lee Donaldson.
Donna Lee Donaldson.
Please help me find my daughter. Clifford, begging you, please. I can't go another day. I need to know where my daughter is.
Yeah. Mother's pain.
Mohammed! Jesus Christ, Mohammed, honey!
On July 18, 2022, the Jamaica Constabulary Force reported that a total of 848 persons have been reported missing since the start of the year, an average of 4 persons per day. On Wednesday, July 13, Donna Lee Donaldson, affectionately called Donna by most of her friends and family, was reported missing, adding to the statistics of the many missing persons in Jamaica. But who was this young lady, and what did 2 police officers had to do with her disappearance? Welcome back to Crime Island, where we deliver a thorough analysis of crime in the Caribbean. Today's case takes us back to the capital city of Kingston. Sprawling along the southeastern coast of the island, backed by the Blue Mountain, which is famous for producing one of the rarest and most expensive coffees in the world. Kingston is also the hub of entertainment on the island and the birth city of the reggae legend Bob Marley. The perfect city for Donna Lee's personality to shine bright, as she was known publicly for hosting many events and her huge following on various social media platforms, where many grew fond of her fun-loving and caring personality. This was also clear to her family members, who spoke of how loving Donna Lee was towards her dog China. Donna Lee studied at the Kingston Technical High School, Jamaica's oldest technical institution, where she graduated as the head girl of the institution and gained several CXC passes. The tangible rewards of her hard work are on full display at the family home, which is decorated with trophies and certificates of achievement. According to her mom, Donna Lee also aspired to follow her dad's footsteps and become a medical doctor. But prior to her disappearance, she was a customer experience specialist. According to news outlets, statements from her mom, and information gathered from her social media, on Sunday, July 10th, Donna Lee celebrated her birthday with her friends at the Jamaica Carnival Road March. The following day, she spent the day with her mom, Sophia Lugg, drinking wine as a post-birthday celebration. Lugg, who is a diabetic and was recently diagnosed with pneumonia, explained that her daughter was her best friend, and she would always assist in measuring her sugar levels and ensuring that she took her medications. According to her mom, Donna Lee began a relationship with a police officer, Noel Maitland, from as far back as 2019. Other than being just a police officer, Noel is also one of the founders of One Time Music, a record label that he started in 2018, which allowed him to work with popular entertainers like Sean Paul, Squash, Javilani, Chronic Law, Ritical, and many more. It's through this common business of entertainment that he was able to cross paths with Donna Lee. However, while on his day job, Noel had a separate relationship with a police officer, Cathania Smith, who he recently fathered a child with. In describing her daughter's relationship with Noel, Sophia said it's the nastiest relationship that she's ever seen.
It was the nastiest one I've ever seen. And I speak to her. I don't know. I think there was an influence over my child with that boy.
In explaining her reasons for saying this, she recalled that some time ago Donna Lee and Noel had a disagreement and Donna Lee stopped answering his calls. She stated that Noel came to the house in a marked police vehicle, steaming with anger and attempting to open her front grille to confront Donna Lee, who she described was shaking nervously and ran to hide in another room. She outlined that after confronting Noel about his behavior, he apologized and left. She further mentioned that on several occasions her daughter would visit the home of Noel, and shortly after, Kathy Ann would turn up. On one occasion, she outlined that her daughter returned home with a scar on her neck. After inquiring about the scar, Donna Lee admitted that it was because of a physical altercation with Cathania, who confronted her at Noel's apartment. Despite this altercation, both ladies continued their relationship with Noel, which caused constant resentment and threats. On Monday, July 11th, Sophia recounted that Donna received a phone call at 10:30 p.m., followed by Donna informing her that she will be returning home the following day. She was then picked up by Noel, and that was the last time she saw her daughter. The following morning, on July 12th, at 8 a.m., she received a call from Donna Lee, who told her to feed her dog and reminded her that she would be home soon. According to her mom, Donna Lee had a video call with her brother that same day at 4 p.m. After that short conversation, he then called to check on their mom, who informed him that she was not feeling well. He then told her to call Donna Lee to take her to the doctor. However, her attempts to do so was futile, and sadly, Donna Lee did not answer the phone. As suspicions grew, Donna Lee's friends and family started to reach out, as it was unlike her to not communicate with them. At 7 p.m. that same day, her mom tried to call her again, but she did not answer. On Wednesday, July 13, Donna Lee's dad, who is a Bahamian doctor, called her mom, trying to understand why Donna Lee, who was always accessible via phone, was not in communication with him. He also mentioned that he had sent her money the previous day, and she failed to collect the money. However, he was met with the tragic news from her mom that she had not spoken to Donna Lee since the previous day. At 11 a.m. that same day, Noel called her mom, asking if she had spoken to Donna Lee. She described that she found this question very odd, as he would usually call and say, "Let me speak to Donna Lee," if he had any impression that she was not answering his calls. Also, if you remember, on one occasion, he came to her house in a marked police vehicle trying to enter the home for the very same reason of Donna Lee's failure to communicate with him. So her mom asked him, "Why are you asking me this question? And what did you do with my daughter?" Her mom described that he told her that they had a small disagreement and Donna Lee left his apartment at 11 a.m. the previous day on July 12. When she queried with whom Donna Lee left his apartment with, he told her that he did not know the person, which she found to be very strange, as this was the first time he took her from her home and did not return her. Throughout the day, time went by slowly, as her mom wondered when and if her daughter will return home. That same evening, she decided it was imperative that she reported her beloved daughter missing. She went to the Alpha 3 police station to make the report and was accompanied by Noel, who was accompanied by Cathania, who stayed in the car while they made the report. At the station, Miss Lugg outlined the series of events leading to Donna Lee's disappearance, and that Donna Lee had a conversation with her dad the previous day to collect money. She recalled as soon as she said that, Noel also agreed and mentioned that he overheard the same conversation. After filing the missing persons report, her mom contacted her dad to find out what time he spoke to Donna Lee. She was told that he spoke to her at 1 p.m. on Tuesday, which led to a magic question. If Donna Lee left Noel's home at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, How did he overheard her conversation with her dad at 1 p.m. the same day? And how was Donna Lee's brother able to say that when he spoke to her at 4 p.m., she was at Noel's home? Another discrepancy according to Donna Lee's mom is that Noel kept changing his story. On one hand, he was saying that Donna Lee left the apartment at 11 a.m. and then, simultaneously, he was also telling Donna Lee's friend that he woke up at 5 p.m. on Tuesday and Donna Lee was gone. Her mom also stated the following.
A little after 4:30, they saw Kathy walking in the apartment with another policewoman and a man in plain clothes. And then they hear noise and quarreling and explosions of glasses breaking up.
Though these are all speculations, it highlights the level of discrepancies in this case. A few days later, the island was yet again in shock after a recorded phone call said to be that of Noel and the truck driver was released to social media. This was followed by an individual claiming to be a police officer, alleging that there is currently a mass cover-up attempt. On July 18, 2022, the Jamaica Constabulary Force hosted a press briefing to make the following revelation. 1. Noel Maitland gave a statement to investigators, and Cathania refused to do the same. 2. They're currently going through 20 hours of CCTV footage. 3. The vehicle and premises of Noel and Cathania were identified and processed. And 4. A statement have been recorded from a witness. And that sums up the major revelations that were made. While the island of Jamaica is completely crippled by the case of Donna Lee Donaldson,
who left her Hagley Park home Monday night and did not return. The 24-year-old woman was reportedly picked up by her boyfriend that night, but after over 4 days, there's been no sign of Donaldson.
On Sunday, July 17, her family and friends went to protest in front of Noel's apartment, which was followed by another protest on the 20th at the Constant Spring police station where he works. This was again followed by another protest on the 24th of July at his apartment. And just to show how much of a problem Jamaica has, it was also revealed on the same weekend of the 17th, 2 police officers were charged for the murder of Philip Wallace, who failed to comply with a bribery attempt by police. The high level of corruption in the police force was further highlighted on July 20th when another police officer was arrested in a major narco-trafficking operation. These tragic events have propelled the island to a state of shock, and it's for these very same reasons people are not confident that the police will thoroughly investigate the disappearance of Donna Lee Donaldson, who was last known to be in the hands of a police officer. However, for some reason, I do believe that we'll get some answers soon. One high-ranking police officer said that he's committed to justice being served and no less will be done in this matter. While I can only imagine the pain and anguish that the family of Donna Lee Donaldson must be going through, we can only hope that they get some closure soon. So if you've seen Donna Lee Donaldson or any of these missing persons, or have any information about their disappearance, please contact the police. Thank you for watching Crime Island, and if you found this video interesting, please remember to like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so, and please share your thoughts in the comment section.